It all began with a stone, or so the legend says. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its many-colored light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. Bathed in that light, the world entered an age of bliss, until after a time, the gods fell into slumber. That world was called Vana'diel. In the 863rd year of the Crystal Era, Vana'diel was in the midst of a great war. Faced with invasion by the Shadow Lord and his hordes of beastmen, the leaders of the enlightened peoples united their forces in desperate alliance. They were the Kingdom of Sandoria, the Republic of Bastok, the Federation of Winders, and the Grand Duchy of Juno. Together, they struggled for survival in battle after battle as chaos engulfed the land.
Aldo, listen. You've got to climb.
Sis?
Can you lower yourself down?
I think so. Sis, are you alright? Emelyn?
Aldo, just run!
afternoon and evening, everybody. This is HippyTesla, and welcome to another story episode of Final Fantasy XI Online. Something we haven't done in 9 months, approximately. Last June, to be exact. Hello, everybody. Hello, Mother of Hippie. Hello, Hippie Sis. Hello, Sasha, my love. Hello, everybody, everywhere. So last year we started Bastok storyline of the base game and Rise of the Xylert, the first expansion, and we never finished that. I did play Final Fantasy XI on and off, but yeah, the storyline has been kind of. We even did the whole Rise of the Xylert and a lot of the chain of. Well, we didn't do like story streams of that. We will though. We definitely will. I do plan at one point to even go through the Windurstian and Sandorian storylines for sure, because I can tell there's differences. I mean, it wouldn't be there'd be no point if they were the same the entire, all the way, and they're way more different than they are actually, the three city-state stories in Final Fantasy XIV, which I didn't know till last year. I realized, hold on a minute, I would never see this with Humes and, with as a citizen of Bastok, nor, did the citizens of Windurst or Sandaria see shit I've seen. That's amazing. We're gonna set up FF11. That's a good question. Soon. It'd be nice to have you here. Ljubka might, if she likes the game, join us. We're gonna do Ljubka's adventure through Vana'diel. Well, that's not what you want to look like. I'm gonna do this as White Mage. It kind of makes sense, base game, well, it's not base game, but it's the continuation of the main story from the base game. So I want to be White Mage. Fuck off. That's the final. But first, some gardening. No adventure worth their salt starts their day without gardening first. It's adventure. Yippee! Alright, this is good. I can see both windows now. I did something. I don't even know what I did. I was just sitting here. I was like, hold on a minute. I can see I mean, of course, it's 4x3 now. So, but exactly where the 4x3 window, like, in the TV cuts off. The laptop isn't in the way anymore. That's good. That's pretty good. I can read without doing this whole stream like I did. I think it was the last Bastok story stream we did. That's how I did it. First of all, let's change the job. I don't want to be the summoner for this. I want to be a White Mage. Oh, my Moogle buddy will help. Hey, Moogle buddy. Look into my Mog house. Change my job. I want to be a White Mage, a Black Mage. Support is still BLM, yep. 98, level 98 White Mage. This is the highest level I've ever gotten on any job in Final Fantasy XI. Or any MMO, for that matter. Or I think the only RPG where I 99'd my characters was Final Fantasy VIII. And that was hunting for fucking Doom Train ingredients. I don't know what else to call that. Ingredients? Yippee-ki-yay, mother brother. That game is racing. Yeah, white mages, black mages, blue mages, red mages, green mages even. That's in FF5. So what was I doing? I'm a white mage now. But I want to look like a white mage. I don't want to have this old dirty robe. So... macros. I couldn't say set. It's just like cosmetic lock. Boop! Yeah, instead of the blessed hammer, I have the staff. Sumi. Look. Nice little woolly... Is that wool? I always thought they were like wearing woolly or cottony garments. I don't know. Not synthetics, I'm sure. All kind of mages. All the colors of Benetton mages. Oh wait, we didn't pick it up. What was I doing there? What was I doing over there? Hey fish. Brew. Give me that thing. Pick it up. Oh, remedy. Good one. Never say no to remedy. My cacti have finally sprouted. You can tell because their anuses start glowing blue. Nice. Vana'diel ore. That's exactly what I want. Raid. What are we gonna fertilize? What do we have the most? That's my... There you go. 1 lightning crystal. Did you put that game I redeemed on the to playlist? What do you mean? Oh, you mean the yeah, definitely. I was doing it live while we were chatting. Golden Sun. I did. By the time it gets there, I'll get my OG cards of Golden Sun. Son of something. I think you'll love Golden Sun. It's a JRPG with its own twist, and it has a phenomenal soundtrack. And a very good twist with the team, you know. I love the Mog Garden music, it's so calming. Arboreal Grove. Chop! Wow, that was fat. Whoa! Alright, let's use some more then. Grove cuttings, man, it just makes the wood sprout. Alright, we got 1. Maybe we get another one for free. Well, more times. Oh yeah, it's actually it's about alchemy. Well, in their world, they've forgotten magic, as it happens in many RPGs. Like, oh, we forgot when there was this force, and it was called. I think it was called magic, and it was good. But then bad people used it, and now that was bad, and then we banned it, and we forgot about it. And then these 16-year-old kids dug it out of a mountain, and they're fighting a long-haired, sexy god man with the power of friendship. It's like your standard JRPG plotline, but it's got its own twists and turns. You can use magic in the field, for example, not just in battle. You can use magic, like you can use your power of freezing to freeze a puddle and make a bridge, or to melt an ice cube in your way with fire and shit like that. Oh, like Jumanji. Sure, yeah. Yeah. That's not a bad comparison, actually. It is kind of like Jumanji. Hey, Moogle? What are you looking at? I'm here. I gotta focus on this guy. He can't pay attention. Wait, stop staring at my belly. Remedy. Well, should I keep her? Do they stack? I don't think remedies stack. That's my biggest issue in this game is carrying all the potions, like, because inventory is limited, right? It's not like it reminds me of Final Fantasy IV in that way, because that's the only Final Fantasy where I actually had inventory issues. You know, and everything after that, it's just like you can carry whatever. You know, the game's not gonna be like, oh, you don't have enough space. That's like inventory management shouldn't be a thing, they said, and they spoiled me that way. So now, when in an MMO where naturally you're gonna have issues with space, because how else are you gonna charge extra storage to the players? And also, you know, so you couldn't carry the whole fucking world in your backpack, probably. That probably has something to do with that too. Something forgotten. Some kids accidentally dug up. Yeah. Butter pear. That's their avocado. I'm pretty sure. Ruddy. I call it Rudy Sema, but it's probably Ruddy Sema. Ruddy. Look at it. Look at that little Ruddy Sema. Contortopus. Rusty bucket. Faded crystal. That's like a dry battery. Chestnut. And all the wood I don't need, because I just need a high-end wood now. I'm a high-tier woodsman now. Don't need fucking maple or walnut or chestnut. Good money though for these. Not even oak wood. But mahogany onwards, yeah, I want that mahogany, I want divine. I don't need dogwood. Dogwood is dog shit. Moko grass can go, I'm still not doing that. Riot root can go. Tree cuttings will save because we're gonna plant them. Pine nuts can go. And the rest stays. Why'd I keep that for? Let's back it up. That and actually and that too. I'm not even gonna plant a tree. Let's see. I'm gonna plant some cacti. I need all the cacti I can grow. Where's the tree cut? Oh my god, I got 12 tree cut. I gotta start planting trees. Sheesh. Also, no, not there. Here, switch. Let's leave what I don't need. Leave that, and that, and that. Do I need iron ore? Do I even... Wisteria lumber. Is it from the Wisteria lane? Ha ha ha. Platinum. Where's mahogany? Mahogany. Oh wait, iron ore. Iron ore. We don't carry iron ore around these parts, but we do carry grilled calamari, which is bait, right? Because I need something for fishing. Yeah, fishing tackle. There you go. I've actually got quite a few grilled calamari. I don't know why they're like rare and exclusive. No, alt and exclusive bait, but what do I know? What else? The ore, the log. Hey, that's it. Fuck, I didn't sort it. I'll be right back. Let me just plant my cacti. Where was that? Mug case? There you go. No! Nothing. What do you want to do? Absolutely nothing. I'm planting a cactus. And then 2 times over another cactus. Another one. Don't mind the alien organs in my bag. I was just killing some aliens earlier, so I didn't get to clean them out. Fuabo organ and Pemde organ. How do you pronounce it? Pemde. There's some alien race from another dimension. I just dipped my toes into another dimension where I slayed the beings of light, and then I said, you know what? This isn't for me, and I came back home. Oh, and the moat carp. That's right. I've been told I'll need this moat carp. That's why I'm stacking moat carp. Pew pew pew. Alright, let's just do some ores and then we can get on the story. Do some mining. Jump. D. 1 cock oil, please. Rub some cock oil on it and it's gonna be good. Jump. Fool's gold ore. Ooh, that was good harvest. 1 p.m. The fish is biting. It's beautiful out here in the ocean, folks. Wish you were here. Let's sell what we don't need. Don't need meteorites. Copper ore, I said no. As well for iron ore, silver ore. Don't need that. Huh. Beetle jaw. Beetle jaw. Will we summon a beetle jaw? Parchment. HQ. High quality scorpion shell. The quality of this scorpion shell is beyond compare. Boy, do I like finding a high quality scorpion shell as opposed to the, you know, low quality scorpion shells. There's a clear difference. You know, when you bite it, it doesn't crunch as much. Do I want to sell this for 700? I think I might want to sell it on the auction house. Alright, we're done with the garden. That was actually pretty fast. I didn't sell this. Alright. We're almost done with the garden. Fool's gold ore. Ooh, I have a lot of stuff. I gotta clean this out at some point. But not today. I'll do that some other day. Last thing in my inventory that needs sorting was what? What? The what? Oh yeah, the warrior staff I want to sell. Beep. I guess sell? Just sell it. Take it, Moogle. I know it, yeah, there you go. It's over 2,000. Thank you, sir. It was nice doing business with you. I got nothing to give to this Moogle. No, nothing important. Let's go. Mission time. Well, mission cutscene time. Story time. There you go. Off I go. Into the sunset. First, Taluk Metalworks. Boom, boom, boom. I wonder what town Yupka's gonna choose it as her starting town. No. What is happening here? Some illegal drug deal? Look, they have those wings I've seen glitched everywhere. What are those wings? Who's that? Yuzi? I don't even know who I'm highlighting. Is that you? There's multiple people here. I think it's this person. Well, if the wings glow... Whose wings are these? God, it's like multiple people in there. Alright, never mind. Look, it's a fellow white mage. Hello, fellow white mage. Let me wave to them. Hi, have you been white maging today? Maybe they just look... Oh, it's my old friend Gunheads is here as well. Hello, Gunheads. I see Gunheads everywhere. Today they're... is that a Corsair or a Red Mage? I'm not sure. Who another home point? Metalworks. The last thing we found out in the story is that the poor kid, whose name I completely know because I care about this story so much. What's the Galkan kid's name? It's like it's something. It's even something that I made. Ah, fuck. Oh, god damn it, kid. Why'd you have to embarrass me like that in front of my peeps? It's not Were. Were was his idol friend, but he's like, because they reincarnate all the time. Goomba, that's right. His name was Goomba. Because of course it was. Goomba, I call him Goomba because it says Goomba. Lucomilo. Alright. Well, this one, Bastok, that's the city of humans in Galka. The big, burly, gentle giants. Like this guy, Givorj. Though he's a little... He's dressed so you can't see him, but he's huge. You have Winders, which is the city of Tarutaru, the little people, and the cat people, Mithra. And you have Sandoria, which is the city of Elvan, which are the elves here. And who else lives there? Nobody? So you start from one and then go explore. Well, yeah, you start in your country. You're a citizen of this country. You start working for your country, and they send you on missions. Hey, we think something suspicious there. Would you go check? Or our minister wants to eat lizard eggs. Would you go get some lizard eggs? I shit you not. That's one of the missions in Bastok. But then they give you more and more missions, and slowly they give you the passport and the airship pass, so you can go to other countries, and then you explore the whole fucking world. Mithra? Mithra are a race of cat-like humanoids. In the game, you only see female Mithra. So there's only male Galka and female Mithra. Humes, Elvan, and Taru have males and females among them, right? But Mithra, they have males, you just never see them, because all the fighting is done by females. Those Sims. I guess, yeah. So you want to be a Mithra? Alright, cool. Yeah, they have... It even matters what race you pick, you know, for your stats. For instance, Taru are more inclined towards magic, so they'll have more... Naturally, they'll be better at magic. Like Galka are better. Look at how huge that dude is. Look at his forearm. Of course, they'll be better at physical jobs. But in the game, you can... You know, in this game, you can change your class anytime. Like, I started as a warrior, then I played a black mage, then Sasha started playing... She started playing red mage, so I switched to white mage so I can support her. And I played a lot of other classes too, so yeah. Left for poop, man, that's amazing. I just been thinking about you earlier. Like, it's been a year at least since we were like, yeah, let's catch up in the city next week, and here we are. It's March 2026. I hope you're good, man. I hope everything's well. I missed you here. You know I need warrior. Well, not in... This game is not like Diablo, Ljubka. You just like... Sure, start something simple like a warrior, and then you will want... Because you can change your class at any time. I was a summoner at the start of this episode. I just changed my class into white mage because I want to do this part as a white mage. So yeah, you can have the same character and choose all the classes you want. You can change your class whenever. Sorry, not her. Sorry, not her. Huh? We need to make it happen. Yes, please. Oh, thank you, Poopy. So nice. Oh, my poop missed me. Guy? Why not her? I like her. Her is one of the letters in my alphabet. How dare you? I would have to say, how dare you? I would have to be HippyTesla. I was thinking about you as well. Well, more like telling my wife about you. Well, you know, keep the best parts between, you know, those are all just for us, Poopy. You know, it's hard to ever play N64 and not remember how I got my... It's still the same N64 I'm using, by the way. I have a spare one or two, and then David brought me like 10 more. But I still, whenever I play the N64, I play the same one we got back then. HippyTesla should be the brand of your craft beer. HippyTesla, what was that beer that I loved from GTA 4? Pisswasser, that's right. I even had that song when you sit and watch the TV or just listen to radio. Pisswasser, that's the beer. Drive drunk off a pier. Something like that. We're going to make an ad like that. Dude just driving off a pier, pushing an old lady into the water. Greetings, fellow humanoids, and whatever the fuck pun I can come up for a franchise that's not even able to keep their continuity in order and cameoed in Disney games. Are you talking about Resident Evil or Final Fantasy now? It could apply to both at this moment. But Final Fantasy has no continuity. There's nothing to keep. Oh, I didn't... Oh, shit. I didn't mute my telephone. I don't need to be distracted, phone. Shut up. I'll give you something to cry about. Warm peas. Kingdom Hearts. Oh, Kingdom Hearts. Okay, alright, yeah. Kingdom Hearts is not Final Fantasy. Kingdom Hearts is for people who thought, hey, Chrono Cross was too simple. I need something more convoluted, but with less substance in it. Alright, I'll just play Kingdom Hearts. I didn't mute my telephone. Why did I not mute my telephone? We're off to a good start. Where did Resident Evil cameo? Marvel vs. Capcom? What's the name of that? Where was the game? It's also a Capcom game, I think. Where you have Jill and Chris and Nemesis. I know for sure they cameoed in Marvel vs. Capcom. Of course they did. I mean, they're half of the game. The Capcom half. At least they say that. Right, so the first cutscene is at Toulouse, which is where we are. Kingdom Hearts convoluted? That implies that devs cared. I think they care a little too much. But it said that I forget their name, who writes those games, they also had a hand in Final Fantasy 15, and you can tell. You can fucking tell, man. Which Marvel vs. Capcom? I think all of them. You have. I've seen Jill pull the four barrel rocket launcher out of her ass and said something like, "You want stars? I'll give you stars." You know, they even have their quips and shit. The one of them is even on the Dreamcast. I'm hoping to play that. Maybe even this year. Who knows? Alright, so cutscene repeat, Mr. Bardman. What are we doing? What was the name of the... Zark Bard, final image. On my way. The chains that bind us, right? But we only play part 1 and now. Part 2 is at the end. Alright, here goes. The voice talent of Vana'diel assemble. Oh shit, I forgot the mission briefing completely. What was the mission briefing for this one? The President has ordered a full-scale investigation of Zapwell Island. You are to travel to the quicksand caves located in the central Altapa Desert. Amazing location, love the Altapa Desert. And the quicksand caves. There's good story behind this. Report to Iron Eater, present, for a briefing. I'm gonna be briefed by Mr. Iron Eater. Fair, those rocket launchers have a very anal-friendly shape. What, the 4-barrel ones? I feel lost in this game. We didn't even do anything. You're just looking at the screen. Imagine if something was happening. Named after Zap Brannigan? Yeah, Zap Brannigan and his own brand of champagne. We've been expecting you. Captain Walker is awaiting your arrival in the conference room. Right, Volker. It's so cooler. It was so much cooler when you have your jobs look on you and not just a random robe I found in the dumpster. HippyTesla. For your next mission, I would like you to travel to the Altapa Desert to investigate the quicksand caves. These caves are an important location amongst the ruins of the Galkan civilization. Why, you ask, are we starting an investigation into the Galkan ruins? It all started with a letter addressed to Iron Eater. It sounds like you're starting a movie here. The time has come to unlock the past and step forth into the future. I await the adventurer near the statue of the Talekeeper in quicksand caves. There is no name on the letter, but I know who wrote it. Zaid. If I could, I would like to go myself. However, if I did, Zaid would most certainly not show up, because they have a history, if you remember. You met with Zaid when you defeated the Shadow Lord. If he would talk with anyone, it would be you. And, you know, the other millions of players who finished the game. Your mission is to seek out the statue of the Talekeeper and find out what Zaid means about unlocking the past. The quicksand caves are shrouded in mystery. There is not much we know of the area. You may face many hardships during your investigation, but we are counting on your success. Hold on a minute. Aren't you from there? When did they move in here? I thought it was like more recent, because they have like at least 200 years of history in one dude's brain. Alright. Shit, we're going to quicksand caves. And I'm already lost. Zapfod Beeblebrox? Is that a goblin name? Is that the goblin's name for Zap Brannigan? Take a Pangalactic Thunder Gurgler. Fuck off, Carter. Oh, that was amazing. There was a friendly fuck off. I'm not offending you. I'm just being a Serb here. That's like when somebody does something good. They designed the bulky guy after Marvel's The Thing. It's pretty. Obvious. Rude, shame on you. Shame on you. Oh, fuck off, love. So you're playing with other online players. Yeah, look like this guy, Lucomillo. Can't you see he's playing? He's invested in the game. Or this lady, Ducomillo. It looks like a guy by the size of the arms. Bastok Mines, number 1. So these are the missions. I've completed this storyline, Lupka, and I'm basically just I wanted to stream the storyline alone without having, without the whole thing. It would take a lot longer. So these are just the cutscene. This is just the reward you get for doing the things in the mission. Oh my god! What the fuck? What's happening? Zaphod Beeblebrox, 2 heads, 3 arms. Stole the heart of gold, president of the universe. I don't know who that is. What the fuck? You're not hitting that enough. That can be like that can mean a couple of things. Either there's not enough what's the word for that? Domestic violence in this house, or there's not enough hey, gunheads, he moved. He lives. Hi, gunheads. Or there's not enough Barry White in here? I don't know. She's not beating you enough. Get it now? Oh, so domestic violence. All right, at least we have video evidence of the things that are happening in this household, where my audience is cheering for my wife to beat the shit out of her. Would you like that on camera, ma'am? Would you want a special redeemed for that, maybe? 100,000 points. Get Hippy punched by his wife on stream. Throw your slipper at him, Sash, please. If she could reach. Nah! Thank God it wasn't a slipper. Get your cotton rocket, ma'am. Woo! God, don't give her ideas. Oh my fucking God. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Oh my God. So long ago. So long ago. I've actually found out there's a movie quite recently. In my name, huh? Yeah. You know what I pulled out of the storage? Because we're like all the books and games and, well, all the media is in storage because it's waiting for the studio, right? I pulled out, I felt like reading something. I pulled out The War of the Worlds, of all things. But I felt like, what happened recently that put me into that? Something happened, and I remember I went to the shed day after we had some kind of shenanigans here, and are you satisfied, Lupka? I have injuries to show here. Whoa, where was I going? Fuck you guys. Zepwell Island. Huzots. Yep. But I need which Ultimate Desert? I think it's from Eastern Ultimate Desert. Quicksand caves, yeah. I have this prepared, you bastards. Eastern, so I want to go to Western actually, I think. Yep. No, Eastern. Eastern it is. Where the thing happens. Oh. Up and away. I hope you're calling a lawyer over there. Of course he fucking did. Oh. Do I need something? I don't need fucking anything. Just ride on. Actually, I'm not even gonna ride. I want to go through Altipa. While I'm being domestically abused. Don't go into the oasis. I kind of feel like listening to Altipa music. It takes, what, 2 minutes to run over there? 10 p.m. Damn it. Wasn't it night when I left? It spent all day in the city. Might edit post-stream, huh? You've been clipped. Love? Do we have a Hitchhiker's Guide in English or in Serbian? Are you sure? How come? How the fuck is that even possible? Huh, apparently. Alright. Well, I have to wait for that a little longer, hipster. What about the time machine and the island of Dr. Blah Blah? Because we got this one in English, why wouldn't we have the rest of them in English? No, really, do we have them? Do we have the books? The Time Machine and the Island of Dr. Moreau. No, seriously, I'm not kidding though. Okay, so we only got this one. Okay. Well, we have been invited to a book fair. Last week, was it? There's a movie and a BBC miniseries. It's all started as an audio play, though. What started as an audio play? Island of Dr. Moreau? Start as an audio play. Before the book? Are you fucking kidding me? What animal is that? The Dalmal? That's like that's the Vana'diel version of camel. And the other one, the other small one, that's a giant spider. I don't think that one needs an introduction. Was it? Am I even going to the right place? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, that's the one. K7. Or was it L7? L7. It's a giant camel. Living alongside giant spiders. I mean, that's just natural. And giant sand beetles. No, the Hitchhiker was written as an audio play first. The books came afterwards. Wow, where was this? If he says Germany, I'm not gonna believe him. Is that true? Do you do like? I don't. He doesn't. He usually doesn't troll with shit like that. I'm just very stunned. What do you say, Sash? You don't know, really? Yeah. Look. Well, wow. They had audio plays in the UK. What year was this? Well, I probably had audio plays before they had. Before they. How can you not know? Do I have to know everything? Exactly what I was looking for. Ada. Great. Just give him something, he'll give it back to you. The Chain That Bind Us, part 1. Oh, 2 parts. Yeah, I talked to him twice. And that's the only 2 cutscenes in this dungeon I've done. The Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy is a 1979 science fiction comedy novel by English author Douglas Adams, adapted from the first 4 parts of his radio comedy. Oh, okay, that's what he calls audio. What, audio play? Radio comedy series of the same name. The novel's namesake is an in-universe electronic travel guide written in the form of an encyclopedia through which the story is framed. God, I love the internet. Here goes. Zaid, we've seen him. Well, like they said, after the Shadow Lord. He was one of the people in the original expedition to the Northlands. Well done, HippyTesla. The statue that stands before us is that of a Talekeeper who lived centuries ago. This is deeper in the cavern, of course. We're not going to actually go there. The Galkan Talekeeper is our prophet, our elder, our king. He embodies everything that makes us Galka. Not the memories of all eternity, but the memories of a mere 200 years. With this, a young Galka must travel forth and bear the burden of his people, which is now befallen to Ongumba. Now that we know that, it's kind of like, who? After leaving this place, I feel that Ragrim was troubled by the constant reminders of the anger and grief of the Galkan people. However, while he could not run from those things, he also could not just stand there and do nothing. To break the chains binding the Talekeeper to this endless agony, we Galka must search out the truth that the Talekeeper holds within. To break the chains binding the Talekeeper to the agony, we must search out the truth that the Talekeeper holds within. Located on H8 of your map is a mural painted on the walls of these ruins. I will be waiting for you there with words to take back with you to Bastok. Why not just we go there together? It's like, you know, there's a place there. I'm gonna go there, and then in 5 minutes you go and we'll meet there, and then I'll tell you the thing. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is a comedy alright, you just copied the same thing. They forgot to mention the towels. There have been 3 audiobook recordings of the novel. The first was an abridged edition recorded in the mid-80s, best known for playing the voice of Marvin, the paranoid android in the radio series, LP adaptations, and the TV series. I only found out about the movie fairly recently too. Something about Eric Idle, that's how I got to that. Something Eric Idle, and I landed on the series. I was like, oh, look at, the movie. Oh, look, it has a cinematic release. There 2. So this now we went to the place where he said go there, and I found him, I guess. Ancient letters are carved here, but you are unable to read them. This mural softly whispers the history of Altipa. This may appear to be ancient ruins, but these buildings were used up until a mere 3 generations ago. Told ya, it's not like it could have been that long ago. What's 3 generations for them? How long do you live? What's a generation in Galkan time frame? One force battles another. A situation necessary in any country's history. And as you may have already guessed, there were 2 forces in Altipa as well. The Galka mistakenly disturbed the Antika, who lived deep beneath Vana'diel. In the early stages of their battles, the Galka used their strength to gain the upper hand. So the Antika are basically a race of ant people. They're not enlightened, so they're beastmen. They're not the enlightened. They're not one of the 5 enlightened races. Almost could be, but they're basically giant insects, so they don't even have a sense of self. They'll willingly throw themselves in harm's way to protect the collective, as ants would. However, it was not strength that decided the outcome of this conflict. The Antika, with their amazing reproductive ability, simply outnumbered the Galka.
When a Galka senses his death, he sets out on a journey to climb a high mountain and await his final moments. There, guided by a magnificent light, he gains a new body, and with that body climbs down from the mountain. However, no one has ever seen this miracle take place. It may just be simple folklore.
So they believe that they reincarnate, right? An old Galka goes up the mountain, and after some time, I don't know what period of time passes, a young Galka comes down.
All we Galka see is one of our brothers setting off on a journey. Then, less than a year later, a new Galka child arrives in our camps.
What a trade-off, man.
If they carry something with them from their other than that, no reborn Galka have any recollection of their former selves. That is, all except one. One every generation. That one we call the Talekeeper. After proving he truly holds 200 years of memories, he is then appointed new leader of the Galka. Tradition binds this keeper of memories to his new position, and it is this tradition that the Galka have blindly followed for generations. This tradition is a great burden for those who must bear it. As you may already know, not one Talekeeper has ever lived long enough to set out on his journey of rebirth, which is fucked up.
So now that we know Goomba, a kid, has found out that he's the next Talekeeper, he is. He just is. And this awaits him. But he wants to change it, that's the point, right?
One suffered from the fear that one day he would lose hundreds of years of memories. Another could not handle the responsibility heaped upon him and disappeared, never to be seen again. And one felt the anger of our race multiply within his heart until he could no longer control it and finally became the Shadow Lord.
Huh, that's cool. The conquest just ended. Mid cutscene.
The Galka need not be chained to this destiny. However, I feel the only one that can break these chains is the Talekeeper.
So he wants to change how things are happening.
The new Talekeeper will soon come forth of his own will. He will know when the time is right. Tell Iron Eater to look after him when that time comes. Only at that time will I finally be released from the responsibilities that bind me. And at that time, we Galka must swallow our pride and face the Humes, as I must face my old comrade, Volker.
Maybe they still haven't discovered who the next Talekeeper is, you see. I might have been a little wrong about that thing. That one particular thing. Let's go see some Antica, just for comparison of the giant ant people. I copied from the article about the franchise, Lubka from the article of the book. Boo! Boo this woman! Boo! Book this woman! The shadow? The shadow? The shadow. Yes, the shadow. Is there any Antica here? I don't want to... Oh, maybe there are. Sand, spider, helm, beetle. Antican hastatatas. Hastatatas. So this is where the Galka used to live, huh? I don't know where their bathrooms and kitchens are, but it's a nice little underground city. And the sand keeps flowing and flowing. Where are you? Okay, somewhere here. It's a giant room, man. Look at the size of this fucking room. There they are. Lovely little fellows. Look at that. A giant ant. But it kind of always... They always remind me of minotaurs for some reason. Never watched The Gamers? Or The Gamers Darkness Rising? No. No, I have not. There's another thing I don't know. Or The Gamers Hands of Fate? No. They actually look a little different. What's the signifier? That's a mage. I would say a black mage. Seeing it that he carries a staff, and you can see its little ant eyes and mouth. But these are, I assume, warrior and I don't know, paladin, whatever that is, dark knight. But they're armored. Anyway, ants have armor. That was the whole point. Now let's get the fuck out of here. Warp. Hope that doesn't upset him. Watch and enjoy. Why? Why should I? What is it about? The Gamer's Hands of Fate. It sounds like a DLC to a game. Like the game from Police Academy 7. And now part 2 is upstairs. I just gotta... Did I check that? Yeah, I did. Metalworks 1. Actually, he's here. Bastok mission. Darkness Rising. Chains That Binds Us, Part 2. First is a college D&D group. Second is an adult D&D group. Third is card game. Wait, is that... Are those movies or what? Or like a YouTube thing? The Gamers. Never heard of that. They actually created a card game for the movie. It's the movie, okay.
I welcome you back from your journey. What did you find in the quicksand caves? I see. The history of the Galka. Zaid must feel the same as I do, that this is a turning point in our history. However, his mention of the Talekeeper, does he really believe that a new one is among us? And why would Zaid suddenly want to see Walker? What shall I tell the captain? Ah, excuse me. Excellent work on your mission. I will handle things from here. However, I feel that we may require your future services for an investigation of Zepwell Island.
I mean, of course you do. Alright, next one. Enter the Talekeeper. Yeah. We didn't know who the... I fucked up. I actually thought we were ahead. We didn't know... Well, I didn't fuck up. I just spoiled it. We didn't know who the next Talekeeper will be. We're about to find out, I think. In this mission... Oh, hold on a sec. Damn, doing those Galka voices sometimes. I gotta nail it, otherwise it's unpleasant. Oh, okay. What, that's it? Zeron Mines. That's very close by. Mission orders. You are to investigate the Kuftel Tunnel which connects Zepwell Island with Cape Terragon. Zeron Mines guard Drake Fang will provide you with further details. So Kuftel Tunnel is, I think, the tunnel that the Galka used to, you know, jump through continents. To jump to this continent, basically. First was a YouTube thing, then they made actual movies. Oh, that's amazing. That is, wow. It was that good that they got the movie from it. Map. Map, it's here. I just want to see, no, not there. It's region info, right? Where's that tunnel? So... Zeron Mines, yeah. So they dug from... Where was it? Eastern Ultimate Desert? Somewhere from here, the tunnel goes underground to here. But I gotta check my maps to make sure that I'm not talking out of my anus. Gustaberg, I guess? Was it Kuftal Tunnel? Maybe try actually, you know, where they're from. Kuzods? Eastern. Let's try Eastern. Ultima Desert. Kuzos, Eastern. Doesn't get more Eastern than that, and huh? Where the fucking Kuftal? Koroloka Tunnel goes to Bastok, alright? Gustaberg. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the tunnel. So what was it about Kuftal Tunnel? Yeah, okay. No, I did misread it. It does say Kuftal Tunnel. There is a Kuftal Tunnel. Kitty, okay? My cat's suddenly on crack. And they're together on crack now. At least they're spending time together. Their own minds. I can walk there. I don't need catnip, they're naturally like that. There's breach of privacy here, I think. There's the mine. I'm just gonna walk, not even gonna teleport there. It's that close. This is where I started my adventure 10 years ago. Well, first time 12 years ago, I think. But then once, well, 9 years ago again. 12 years, then I waited a couple of years, then I started again. And I never stopped. And that was my first mission, right in there in that mine. Do. There should be a goblin footprint here. Oh, it's still loading up the stuff. Where is the goblin footprint? You usually tell me where. I-7. Hey, that's right here. There it is. Hello, my cutscene repeating little goblin dude. Return, no, enter the Talekeeper. Oh, we had the return of the Talekeeper. Yeah, that's one of the last things we did last year. Both parts? Yep, part 1 and part 2. Okay. Talk to him, go to Kuftal Tunnel from Western Ultima Desert. Just checking something. Alright, so I had to kill some ghosts here. He had an old piece of wood, and then I brought the wood to the guy. So that's why 2 cutscenes. Here we go. Imagine treating your co-workers like cats and giving them fidget toys that are filled with cocaine and giving the user a constant high when played with. Who does that? Who gives... Are there toys with cocaine or like catnip? Enter the Talekeeper.
So you're the one who we sent to Zepwell Island. I'm surprised you were so successful in revealing the true colors of that impostor. In any case, I just received a message stating that Sir Iron Eater is currently on his way here. I'm sorry about giving you all this extra work.
Oh no, wait, that's him.
I'm sorry about giving you all this extra work, Drake Fang. So, have there been any more complaints about not opening the Koroloka tunnel to the public? I wish there were not, but we cannot allow civilians into such a dangerous place. People assume that locked doors always hide secrets, and there is little we can do to change that perception. We need to get that investigation report finished as soon as possible. I was supposed to accompany the expeditionary trip to Zepwell Island myself, but I was worried about the happenings in the mines district. It's almost like all the residents' discontent and hatred have come to a dangerous boil. And there is one thing, something that Zaid said. It was like he was predicting the arrival of the true Talekeeper. In any case, I'm leaving this next expedition to you. This is not official, but we have heard that Varay had set off for the Kuftal tunnel. We want you to go to the tunnel, find proof that he had been there, and bring it back to Drake Fang.
Why Drake Fang? There are toys with catnip as far as I know. Well, I mean, I can believe that being a thing. Why would you want that? Sheesh. I know how crazy they can go with from that. Well, those that do, you know, some cats just don't react to that. But it's like with humans. Some humans don't react to certain stimuli. Somebody can get drunk, somebody can get high. But everyone can OD on heroin. Where can I be that co-worker? So, wait, I don't have to go anywhere. The next cutscene is right here. So I would have gone to this dungeon far away in the island, on the Zepwell Island, and found a rotten piece of wood. When I get to the wood, the ghosts would have attacked me. Ghosts of Galka, I think. The anger personified. And then I bring the rotten piece of wood. Was it rotten? I think it was called. Key item was old piece of wood. Sorry, not rotten. Old piece of wood. Whoever may find this, Waray. So that's Goomba's best friend, the previous Talekeeper who just set off and went off on his journey and left everything. Us companies, probably. Oh, US companies. I have toy with catnip. Celia loves catnip, but that toy was interesting 2 minutes. The rubber wormy thingy that Sasha bought is like the best, the kiddo's favorite toy. He plays that day and night. Carries it. He likes carrying his prey in his mouth. So that's what he's doing. He's carrying it around the house, bringing it up on top of the bed, on the chair. He will bury it sometimes under some clothing. No drugs, just pure imagination, I think. And now he's sniffing the spot where Sylvia slept, because that's very important. No one is giving coke for free. Why US? Isn't like Europe a coke capital? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like Euro. They call it Euro Coke for a reason. Listen close. Tilly got in the toy like Han Solo, Luke Skywalker's Tronton.
Well, it looks like Varay left a message on this piece of wood. This is an important find in our investigation.
Look at his mustache. I love the little mustache.
And now for what? Is anything wrong, Foreman Makarim?
Come quick! The Galka from the mines district have forced their way up to the entrance of the mine. Oh, the civil unrest has started.
What?
That was the whole cutscene? Now we gotta go into the city for the last one, right? Because that was in the town square, yeah. Well, in front of the mine, whatever. Oh, fuck it, I'll just walk. I was this close to teleporting, but then I remembered I'm cheap, so I'm not gonna do it. No, it wasn't interesting enough. Sprinkle more cat crack. Well, my cats love grass, actual alfalfa grass. Not, they're not into cat. Well, Kiddo is kinda, but it's not. Like, just give them regular alfalfa, they'll go crazy. They like grazing like sheep. Apparently, catnip isn't doing anything for kittens, but when they're they're like a year old, oh man, junkies on crack. Cabby's on crack. But see, Sylvia doesn't react to it. Kiddo did. You've seen it at your place, Lubka. Even when he was a kitten, Sylvia never reacted to that. Dry bone. Oh, what is this? Some kind of holiday? What kind of holiday is happening? A Moogle. We interrupt this program to check this Moogle guy. By what? Oh, it's the egg thingy. I never did this because I'm too, like, I don't have patience for this. Apparently you should do something with eggs. It's the extravagant bonanza something.
What do you want? I think because I'm just a kid you can walk over and talk to me for the go. I just came to see what's happening here, sir. True, I might look like a child now, but I know I was once a great warrior and I can prove it.
Want to see proof? Alright.
I thought so. Well, alright, here, but be careful. It's very, very valuable. It's a piece of my past life. A friend gave this to me over 20 years ago. I can't remember what it all means though.
Oh, it's just like which families are dominant over the others. So plantoids eat beasts, of course. Beasts eat lizards. Lizards eat vermin. Vermin eats plantoids. Aquans eat amorphs. Amorphs eat birds. Birds eat aquans. And then there's undead and arcana are opposed, as are dragons and demons. So dragons and demons are against each other, and undead and arcana. They're just each other's kryptonite.
I showed this to my friend Goomba once, and his opinion was that this is a very valuable document that tells you each monster's type's weakness. He said it will come in handy when I become an adventurer. You've been a good pupil. Come back anytime if you want to see it again. Well, at least until I leave on my first adventure.
Right, kid, I thought these people were talking to you, but apparently I was wrong. What is going on? What is this? What does this Moogle have here? That we brought our couches here. Oh, egg hunt extravaganza. Told ya. Collect and trade eggs until you've made the first 3 combination. When you bring the combo back to... I don't even know what you're saying. Well, what does that mean? Fuck, I'll deal with this some other day. A J egg. This bird egg has a small J printed on the bottom. Because Catholic Easter is next weekend, right? Yeah, like humans. Did you give drugs to a child, Carter? Like, oh, look, it didn't react until it was 12 years old. What toy does he love? I don't understand you earlier. Who? His kitty. Hippie's kitten? Probably the tree in his backyard. But then he took an out. The most interesting toys for my cats are candy wrappers, so I stopped buying toys. I was telling you about, I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. I ain't touching it, but it's like a rubber worm thingy. It's like this big, and it's rubbery, and it's hard to destroy. As you would never guess how hard it is to destroy. He didn't even put a scratch in it, and he tortured it in all possible ways. Yeah, like a snake. We call it snake worm thingy. Enter the Talekeeper, was it? Yeah. Snake, not a snake. Civil unrest.
Why are only adventurers allowed in the Korolka tunnel? How long must we Galka live in the confines of that cramped Hume hole?
Hume hole. Whoa, racist.
We mine workers refuse to be tools of the government. You only let adventurers pass because there's something down there you don't want us Galka to know about. We're sick of being lied to by you Humes.
Hey, calm down, okay? We're just keeping the tunnel closed to protect you.
Huh? How long do you think you can fool us?
There's Iron Eater.
What is going on here?
Sir Iron Eater, you must do something. If they would only open this tunnel to us and not just adventurers, there wouldn't be any problem.
Do these fools understand what they're saying?
There's Goomba. Oh, it's Goomba. Gamba? Goomba. Goomba sounds better. They all let him pass. Very slowly pass.
Stop it, all of you. When are you going to wake up and realize what you are doing is foolish? What is at the end of the Koroloka tunnel? You already know. Nothing but desert. Do you still wish to believe that that is where we belong? Get out of here, child.
Get out of here, child.
Big talk for such a little kid.
So what are you saying? You've been there?
100 years ago, I have. 100 years ago? You've only been around for 20. When Varay and I were still young, we snuck by the guards. When we got through to the other side of the tunnel, all we saw was a vast desert and some sandy ruins. Is that what you want to call home? Even if you were able to defeat the thousands of Antican warriors, would you really want to live in a place like that? But don't you already know the answer? When did the Talekeeper have to start making the decisions for everyone? Goomba. Wait, you can't be. Let me ask you, are you willing to go to battle with the Antica just to divert your anger from the Humes? Let me ask you, do you really think that our home lies in the wasteland on the other side of this tunnel? Let me ask you, do we Galka really need a Talekeeper to remember the past? Yes, there will be days when conflict will arise between us and the Humes. The world seen through their eyes is much different than the world seen through ours. However, the same is true for all Galka. We all look at the world in a different way. No one in this world is exactly alike. But there is one thing that can be said, and that is that we are all living together on this planet, Vana'diel. There is nothing that can change that. Of course, people are going to have different morals and ideals, but we all must learn to live together. There is only one Vana'diel. The Galka future does not lie out in a desert. Bastok is our home. Raugrim, Uray, Zaid, they are all gone. However, we no longer need a Talekeeper to remember our past. We can do it ourselves, together. There is no reason for any of you to rely on a kid who had the rotten luck of getting stuck with 200 years of memories. However, it will help. If it will help, I will try to do anything that I can, even if it means keeping 2 centuries of memories. If that will show you that you don't need a Talekeeper to live happy lives.
This felt like he was going to say something else.
Goomba. Haha, it's been a while since I talked like an adult. It's pretty draining. Also, I changed my voice since the last time I spoke. Shut up. Now you can rest in peace. Hooray. Raugrim.
A little anticlimactic with the text, but okay. Ba-ba-da. Nah, I was joking anyway. The best candy is always at the shop with the open boxes and the smoking shopkeeper. Wait, smoking? Did you set a shopkeeper on fire? The little demon ate all the boxes in our home. Thank God it wasn't cables or something valuable. Gotta buy her that rubber snake so she can rape it all day and night long. Bow chicka bow wow. That's what she said. Wait, that's what he said. Even better. Are those cat people? They look weird. Dennis Hopper. Goomba. No, those are the Galka. The people we've been talking about the entire time. Next. Oh, we finished rank. Yeah, there you go. The last two missions. This is going to be quick. This one has 3 cutscenes. Salt of the Earth is the first. The mission's name is the Salt of the Earth. The orders are as follow. You have been assigned to an investigation in the Volbo region. Speak with Senator Alois for further details. Alois? Alois? Alright, Senator Aladudu. Not Senator Aladudu. Who made this thing? Oh my god, it's horrible. Hold on a sec. Sheesh. There you go. I love the first Super Mario Brothers movie. Still hoping for the sequel. There's only one Super Mario Brothers movie. With Dennis Hopper in it. I always mix up that and the Godzilla movie. There you go, the 1998 Godzilla movie. They both had the same weird quality of acting. Alright, up there. That's the movie. When we were talking about Godzilla the other day, that's the movie that I was thinking. And I think, like, that's a lot of fish. But, you know, it's... Hey! Thanks for all the fish. There you go. I remember that from the Hitchhiker's Guide. But that was the very end, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a lot of fish. That's from Godzilla. For like such a weird moment in the movie. But that and Monkey. Monkey was in Super Mario Brothers, I think. They deserve to be their own franchises, like Waterworld. Yeah, it was around the same time. Well, it was Super Mario Brothers, and then Waterworld and Godzilla were closer, I think. I think it went Super Mario Brothers, then Waterworld, then Godzilla. La 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 la. Salt of the Earth, but we only do the first part, right? Yeah, part 1, and then to Rabao. Really? That's gonna be interesting. I haven't been to Rabao in ages. It was in the beginning. The dolphins left the Earth right before it exploded and said so long and thanks for all the fish. I guess I know what we're doing soon. The Salt of the Earth. Thanks for all the salt. You're finally here. Now let me inform you of your next mission. There is a rare type of salt that can only be found in the Volbo region. I would like you to retrieve some of this sumptuous sodium for me. I imagine going like... So this is the dude, this is the politician I told you, like early in the game, sends you on a official business of hunting a fresh lizard egg because he likes eating lizard eggs.
You're not sending our loyal citizens out on missions to obtain personal items again, are you? I cannot allow it. A line must be drawn between personal matters and matters of the state.
Watch your mouth, soldier. How dare a lowly musketeer question my judgment?
I am thinking only of the well-being of the citizens of the Republic. Furthermore, the budget for this mission has already been approved by the Senate. The well-being of the citizens? Our nation's stock of rock salt is plentiful. We do not need any more. Pardon me. If you want to focus on the well-being of the citizens, focus more on those starving in the mines district. If you have enough gil in the budget to fund such a foolish mission, why not use some of that money to improve the output of the mills in Conshot? Calm down, Iron Eater. Goomba, why are you here? Oh, I just came to thank a friend. What is a dirty little Galka doing in the president's office? Whoa, you racist fuck. Dirty little Galka? You don't know anything about what happened in the mines district? That is of no matter, Iron Eater. Senator Alois, the salt you are talking of, if I am not mistaken, it is called miracle salt. I have heard many things of this seasoning, such as it can only slow the hands of aging on the clock of life. It can slow the hands of aging on the clock of life. Exactly. At this age, I have to think of my health. I knew you were only thinking of yourself. Ahem. I have heard that the area it is found in is extremely dangerous. Therefore, rather than risking the lives of less experienced adventurers, I thought it would be in our best interest to send one more competent. Say, the one who defeated the Shadow Lord. I cannot even believe what I'm hearing. I fucking love the the lulls, you know, the gentler moments in this story, because it like creeps you out with shit like Goomba becoming the Talekeeper. But there you go. Corrupted politicians looking for the serum of life over the backs of honest adventurers, who, might I add, have defeated the Satan himself in the past. So now I'm just going to find some salt to prolong this guy's life. That sounds like an excellent idea. What? Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Anyway, it does not matter whether you like it or not. The mission has already been approved by the Senate, and this fine adventurer has already accepted it. HippyTesla, you are to travel to Rabao and obtain further details on your task from Dancing Wolf. He has already been sent to investigate the location of the salt. Iron Eater, I have a favor to ask of you. Come and see me later. Understood. I will trust the judgment of our Talekeeper. Talekeeper? That sounds so formal. So, HippyTesla, can I count on your help too? Don't worry, I won't let this end up as a mere grocery run for our fine senator. 20 years and he's already outsmarted them. The fourth book has that title too. Or third, no, it must have been. Wait, really? It has the title? Thanks for all the fish? Rabao, the crank baby, name it. Names in fantasy lands, huh? Wow, by God, here we are at the capital of the world, the Galka, of course. We all know that. Part 1 and 2 is in Rabao itself. Or we're just gonna go straight to Rabao. Warp from here. Rabao is in Elshim? No, Rabao is in Kuzots. Yep, near the caves. Where is the dude that I need to see? I think he's gonna be... Wait, where's the... E8. So he's gonna be right across from the spring, right? Maybe it's E8. No, he's gonna be right up there. Rabao!
Beam, beam. Hello there, persons. Man, there's a lot of people here. What the fuck is this crystal? Veridical conflux. I'm not gonna touch that. These guys look like they're all high level gentlemen. There's a Mithra, Lupka. There's several Mithra here. There you go. There's a Mithra. There you go. That's a cat person. Irenas. Ah, I instantly thought of Baldur's Gate 2. If you know why, you know why. What is that melon guy doing? Oh, he's got a melon head. It's one of the Mandragora varieties. So, southwest, that way. The music even sounds like a baby crying. Iron muscles. Zungut. A lonely bard in the desert. Man, there's a lot of desert in today's episode. Well, we are, exploring the desert region. Of course there's desert. What is this? Foreign missions. The salt of the earth. Both parts. Alright, here we go.
Wait, you must be an adventurer that has been sent to aid me in the investigation. According to my research, the miracle salt that the senator requires is only found in one place. And that would be the Gustav tunnel, am I right?
Gustav? Gustav.
Who are you? He accompanied me, but that is a long story.
Ha! He's not even gonna tell him, like, this is our new Talekeeper. Don't ask, man. What the fuck is a kid doing here? I get it.
Sir Iron Eater. I told you, if I knew it where it was. I remember Ray talking about it years ago.
Hold on. Oh my. Alright, we'll be done with the Galka tonight.
There is an old Galkan legend that tells of our people setting off on journeys to find this miracle salt and postpone their rebirth.
Why would you want to do that? To live longer?
But what is more interesting is this. There is a theory that states the Galkan journey of rebirth originated from this journey to collect miracle salt.
Huh.
Now, even I don't believe that, but there may be some connection between this obsession with rock salt and the Galka's long history of mine working. So the reason that you joined me on this mission was to learn more of the miracle salt's role in Galkan legend. And to learn more of Oray's journey. You knew that he would want to learn more of the legend before he... Well, on his journey, Oray left many clues behind for us. The message that we found earlier was probably the last. But I'm not satisfied with what he left, and I'm not giving up until I find out what really happened to him. Oh, and there is one more reason why I stuck my nose into this mission. But that's still a secret. If everything goes as planned, you'll see what I mean. I'm sorry, Mr. Dancing Wolf. Please tell the adventurer what he needs to know. The miracle salt that we're looking for only appears in the Gustav tunnel where the fresh water and salt water mix. However, that cave is filled with hideous beasts. I would get killed if I even tried getting close. I see. Then the senator was correct when saying that it would be dangerous to send an inexperienced adventurer. If you happen to find the miracle salt, bring it to me before you turn to Bastok. I'm required to write a report on your findings.
Alrighty, man. And then we went and got the salt. I think. Let's see. Spawned the notorious monster. And we fought the Gigaplasm, which was a ghost, I think. Oh no, it was a slime. It was a big slime that was weak to fire. And it dropped, well, after killing him. Oh yeah, I remember. It was the slime. So you start fighting a slime. When you damage it sufficiently, it splits. It splits into two macroplasms. When fighting those macroplasms, they each split into two more microplasms, and then each of those microplasms will split into a nanoplasm. So you end up with 2, 4, 8 enemies. Well, 16 in total, right? But in the end, like you diluted to 8 weaker enemies. They can fuck you over if you're not careful, though. And then we got the miracle salt from there. There you go. Right, here comes part 2. Choo-choo! The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the restaurant at the end of the universe. Yes. Life, the universe, and everything. I don't know that. So long and thanks for all the fish. Oh, they really named it. Mostly harmless. And another thing. And another thing. Listen here, you little. That sounds like you're going to tell me off. And another thing, hippie. Oh, hold on. I'm remembering something. I don't think I ever actually read the book myself. I think it was our Serbian teacher who read it to us. Fifth grade elementary. So through her, I found out about that. I found out about, you know, anything Tolkien. She was a huge Tolkien fan. She read something else to us. Sometimes she would we would have class with her where she just reads us the books she likes. She's not even read it, kids, though. She reads it to you. What was the third thing? So, Hobbit, I remember her hearing about the Hobbit for the first time there. Definitely was her with the Hitchhiker's Guide. I'll remember there was at least another thing. And another thing. God, I haven't thought about that woman for years. You know when it was elementary school? Over 20 years ago. I wonder if she's okay. What was I doing? Damn, Carter, you put me fucking memory pod. Part 2. Ljubka, are you there? I want to see if she was... she wasn't Ljubka's teacher too. I think Ljubka... Anna's teacher. She was Anna's teacher, my youngest sister. But I don't think Ljubka had... I know she had her own math teacher. Well, not her own. A different math teacher, because that was her... What do you call it? Main teacher? Lead teacher? Class... carer? You're welcome. But I think we had... I gotta ask her. Ljubka! What was there? There was also stories from a long time ago. I don't know if that's like a Serbian collection of stories by a Serbian author. I don't know if that was translated outside of here. Probably, because it was a big deal. Damn. I think I have that book, though. Stories from a long time ago. Shit, son. Okay, where were we? I guess Talekeeper memory activated.
Oh, I'm glad to see you back here in one piece. So, this is the miracle salt?
What did it say on the miracle salt? Miracle salt. Miracle salt. So it sounds like I'm saying America salt. America salt. The special salt, found only in the Volbo region, has the ability to crystallize while underwater. How does that help people live longer? I guess you preserve them in the water.
You know, it looks a lot like that. It looks a lot like what? What did you see, Mr. Dancing Wolf? One day when I was doing my research on miracle salt, I met a strange Galkan child. Oh. An adventurer said she found a boy wandering about the desert carrying something that closely resembled miracle salt. The boy had no memory of how he had gotten there, so we all assumed that he must have been on his way back from his journey of rebirth. Wait, there he is, over there. That's... Goomba, what's wrong? That's impossible. He couldn't have returned so quickly. He looks the same as he did when we played together. 200 years ago.
And the music starts. That's sad.
We're ready.
Oh, he was reborn. He died and he was reborn. All of whatever. Do they die? Let's say they do die. And, you know, he was reborn that way. Thank you so much for the YouTube sub, Joystick Legacy. Oh, joysticks. Joystick Legacy. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Easy. It turns the users to stone. Never gonna age again, sir. Yeah, I told you it's a good preserve. Want to live forever? Get in here. We'll freeze you for a couple millennia. Is that really him? But he wouldn't remember him. I forgot this part a little. I remember it touched me emotionally, but I only seen it once. This is why I decided to stream Final Fantasy XI, by the way. This storyline. I was like, alright, this has to be shared. And also, it's not like a game that a lot of people stream nowadays.
Where is he? Did you just call me Ray? That's strange. That name sounds so familiar. Hey, what's your name? Goomba. Bah, that's a weird name. You don't remember? Remember? Remember what? Gotta go. The caravan that I've been traveling with is about to set off. Always on the road, never settling down. Now that's the life for me. Well, I'm off. That name you called me, Warai. I liked it. Oh God, don't butcher it. Warai. Yeah, that was it. Warai. I'll be seeing you around, Goomba. Hey, why do you look so down? You should try smiling a little bit more. Got it? Oh God, this is pain. I remember why I blacked this out. Well, bye. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Goomba. Was that what I thought it was? Who does he think he is? Shooting his mouth off at me like that? But I guess I can't blame him. It was my fault that he was forced to live such a hard life. So, he was the real Waray? I don't know, Iron Eater. I never thought that this simple miracle salt could bring about such a miracle. On the other hand, it could have been that the two just simply looked alike. But I guess that is something we will never know. Not even a Talekeeper can remember his rebirth, so chasing after the memory of it would be foolish. I guess some things are better left unknown. Goomba! A Galka named Varay has set out on his journey of life. Isn't that enough?
Oh, that's wonderful and horrible.
Excellent work, HippyTesla. Not only have you finished your work here, but you have also given us the opportunity to meet someone special. But your mission is not complete. Take the miracle salt back to the senator. We'll see what Goomba has in store for him.
Wow, alright. It's like, oh, it's my friend. I remember my past life and my best friend who was my bestest buddy. The one being I loved the most and, like, shared all my secrets with. And he doesn't remember me. He was reborn, but he didn't keep the memory of the previous life. Only I did. That's just, ugh. Oh, look, there's a windmill pump. It's pumping the water from the oasis for the town. That's little touches. Like, they didn't have to do this. Nobody will ask, like, where do the residents of Rabao get water? But here we are. Okay, I listen closer. Listen here, I will only say this once. I shall say this only once. I miss this. You know why? I love replaying this story, and when I'm doing like cutscene only story streams like this, there's no like. It's simpler for my brain. I just read the text. I rip my throat open doing the Galka voices, and that's it. There's no like risk whether it's the boss is gonna suddenly eat me alive or maybe I'm under level that I need to level for 5 more hours. None of that. Just fucking straight into action. Home point 1 in Metalworks, yes. La. Ba-da-dum. Why is it? Oh, gotta catch up there, and we're good here. Okay. So now part 2. I mean part. Both there, and now parts 2 and 3 are here. So there's part 2 and part 3. All right, let's keep that in mind. Start Salt of the Earth part 2 and 3. Okay. Oh, and there's an extra cutscene with Cornelia. That one's kind of important because Cornelia is always butting into Galkan business. Because she wants to help. She's trying to be a good little ambassador. The president's daughter. Ah, I've already read the report from the guard in Rabaul. I assume you're carrying the salt with you. Yes, this salt will add another 5 years to our citizens' lives. Oh, that sounds wonderful, Eloise. Well, no. Well, and if it isn't the president's little pet, what business do you have here? I am pleased to know that you will be working hard to make sure that miracle salt is used to better improve the lives and welfare of the citizens of Bastok. Oh my god, did they fuck him over or what? If I find that you have not, I will be sending a bill covering all expenses to your company. I don't know what you're talking about. I have learned that the funds received for this mission and the further research of the salt have been deposited into one of your company's accounts. If the results of your research are beneficial to the Bastokan Republic, I am sure no one will have any problem with this minute detail. However, if it is learned that nothing has come of this mission, you will be ordered to promptly return all the gil you have received, plus interest. But you should already know all this. It was announced at the last month's Senate meeting. Oh wait, if I recall, you were asleep for half of the session. How dare you? And if you are considering putting pressure on the investigators of this case, you may want to reconsider. I shall personally be heading up the team. Finally, a piece of advice for you, Senator. If you really want to live longer, you should cut down on the lizard eggs. My god, did you just what did you just say? So remember, again, the lizard eggs from the early game, one of the first missions this guy sends you to, the corrupt politician. Yeah, they're still holding that against him. Because he used like the state resources to get himself a delicacy to eat. Why, I... And he never finished that thought.
And I guess that is that. But how did Goomba know what the senator was really up to? Well, I guess that is of no concern to us. I commend you for the completion of this mission. On the completion of this mission, you will be informed when your services are again required. However, we may require your services sooner than you expect. It seems as if one of our adventurers was attacked while on an investigation in the Northlands.
Well, no, we'll just wait. I'm sure he'll be fine in the freezing cold of the Northlands. Nothing bad ever happens in the Northlands. Nobody has ever, became the devil incarnate in the Northlands. It'll be fine. Oh, there's part 3, yeah, the secret. Well, the additional cutscene you don't have to see, but you can. I mean, it's not... As far as yeah, this finishes the mission, but the bonus cutscene is a bonus. Lady Cornelia is in her room doing her studies. For once she isn't. Milady, I will not allow you to sneak out of your chambers again, and I will definitely not allow any adventurers in here. Oh, HippyTesla, my father sent you, right? The President! I apologize. Please proceed.
Wait, milady, I have not heard of any meetings with any adventurers. You have tricked me, milady! Francisca means well, but she's got to loosen up, don't you think? Anyway, you'll never guess who was here just a couple of days ago. I can't believe that my father would even let him near this place. Goomba. Goomba came here to my room. He didn't say anything for the first few minutes, but then he opened his mouth. When he opened his mouth, the first words out were, "Thank you." Thank you? What did he mean? I haven't done anything worth thanking. I've only caused him pain and trouble. For someone who has lived more than 200 years, he's not that good with telling people how he feels. But, you know, I'm kind of happy that he told me what he did. I've only been on Vana'diel for a tenth of time he is, so I can't really talk about being good at expressing feelings. Anyway, once the ice was broken, we started talking about all sorts of stuff. For some reason, he seemed really interested in one of Lucius's new programs. I wonder what that was all about. "Milady, it is time for your studies." "Yes, Francisca, I know. You know, I think I'm going to start putting a little more effort into my studies. I think I finally know what I want to be when I get older." What I want to be? I can't tell you yet. That's still a secret. Well, you should probably go before Francisca has Iron Eater drag you out. Thanks for coming and listening to me. Nice little bonus. Little bonus. Alright, next one. This is the final, right? Yep, the final mission, the final Bastok mission of the game. Nothing else came for over 20 years. Where two paths converge. Orders. An adventurer has been attacked while on an investigation to Zarkabard, and the attacker is said to be none other than the Dark Knight, Zaid. Report to the President's office for a briefing on the situation at hand. So part 1 is right here. Please tell me they named the cleaning person Roomba. That'd be awesome though. Roomba or Roomba.
We're waiting for you, HippyTesla. Some unbelievable events have taken place recently. It seems as if the Dark Knight Zaid attacked one of our adventurers in the Northlands and forced her to deliver a letter addressed to Captain Volker. Even more unbelievable is the content of that letter. But enough talking. We should enter the President's office now.
What is the meaning of this? Give me one good reason why you were compelled to hide the truth about what my uncle did over 30 years ago.
I'm trying to hide it from you.
Wait, you knew about this too?
Knew about, well, you see...
And the next thing you'll tell me is that HippyTesla knew about this as well? Not here. We all knew about it. So the only person who didn't know anything about it was the one with the cursed blood running through their veins, me! There's his Uncle Ulrich, the betrayer.
Is that all you got, Rogrim? Rick, what?
Because I never liked you, that's why. You will never get away. No.
You will never get away with this, Ulrich. Watch me. Cornelia?
That's the Cornelia our Cornelia was named after.
What have I done? I didn't join the Musketeers because of my uncle, but that didn't stop the rumors. The rumors that it was my uncle's influence that got me position. And so I was promoted to Mithril Musketeer, and then to Captain. And what was waiting for me when I finally reached the top? The truth about my uncle and its cover-up. Who am I supposed to believe now? Are you done whining, Captain? What? The only reason we did not inform you of what happened 30 years ago is because we thought you would react like this. Oh yeah, he has an accent. And look at yourself. Exactly what we expected. Or maybe you want us to sit with you and cry over your cursed destiny. You want us to comfort you and tell you that what happened 30 years ago has nothing to do with the present? Will that make you feel better? It seems that I have overestimated your ability as Captain, Volker.
First, that wasn't necessary.
You are no longer of any worth to Bastok. Iron Eater will take your place until we appoint a new captain. Now, leave this office. Ouch, son! Sheesh! Cursed blood? Hello, Cain, Chloe, Dracul, Dorian Gray, Judas Iscariot.
President Karst!
And while you're gone, why don't you try finding Zaid and bringing him back to Bastok? He'd be a lot more useful around here than you. God, man, kick him in the balls, will you? Understood. I will obey your orders.
Captain!
Jeez, President.
It's all my fault. I should have told him a long time ago.
If he couldn't handle that, then he certainly cannot handle the position of captain. HippyTesla, you heard what just transpired here. I have a feeling that Zaid's letter was just a ploy to get Volker to meet him. However, by the looks of him, I'm not positive that Volker is ready to meet Zaid's challenge. But we cannot wait for Volker to come to terms with the truth that lies before him. That's why I'm asking you to go capture the Dark Knight and bring him here. Capture the Dark Knight! Like he's my own fucking Pokemon. Cursed Destiny. Hello, Vladimir Hitler, Donald Rasputin. Wait, you forgot one. Wait, you forgot fucking Caligula? No. My ancestor from the mountains. What was his name? Genghis Khan, yeah. Beep 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 beep. Whether I make him Volker's replacement or throw him in jail is up to me.
President Karst, you cannot do this. Think of what both have done for this country. That's right, Karst. You're not the type to let your feelings control your actions.
I've given my orders and I'm not repeating myself. Zaid has much popularity among our soldiers' ranks, and that is why I cannot allow this investigation to be headed up by the Musketeers. HippyTesla, you were successful in defeating the Shadow Lord. I'm entrusting this next task to you. Now be off with you. Your destination is Castle Swal. Wow, man, he's got his ordering dick out of his pants, apparently. Right, throne room. We're going to the oh yeah, we went to the throne room. Sheesh, I forgot that. All the way to Castle Swal. I'm just gonna teleport there because I have a mind and I want my audience to be young when we finish this. Is that... no, the throne room, I think... actually, no, that's it. That's right before the throne room, I think. God, I love this music in this dungeon. Oh, hi, Lion Devil.
Does this go to the throne room? Probably. I'm gonna guess yes. Demon pawns. I'm too strong for you bitches now. I remember when these guys bullied me when I was a young adventurer finishing this game for the first time. Now they're all too weak. Yep. Suck it, bitches. Throne room, there you go. This dungeon really reminds me of the Vampire Citadel from Defiance. I mean, kind of looks like it. Even the material. So I know like a lot of the stuff is made from Cermet. But this, I don't know what this obsidian? Did they make a castle out of obsidian? Did you just carve a rock with magic? Because we're like above the clouds here. Yeah, you climb this shit so long it's ridiculous. It's one of the most complex dungeons I've ever played anywhere. In any game. One, two, three, four. Alright, so we can watch all three in order now, right? So there's like three cutscenes in a row. Alright, here we go. Nah, Khan doesn't feel cursed. He ruled the earth and a third of the population is an ancestor of his. That's gifted destiny and blood. Every Roman emperor thought though is cursed in every possible way. Here we go. Well, except Biggest Dickus, of course. No, the music was awesome. Oh, but this music is also awesome. Shadow Lord's theme.
So, Walker is not with you. No matter how many of the kindred are slain, the darkness that engulfs Bastok will remain until the past that haunts him is vanquished. The enemy lies within me. Rogrim stood up to rid himself of what plagued him. Now it is time for a Volker to do the same. Take up your weapon. I will not let Rogrim's death be in vain. Where there is light, there is pain for Bastok.
Memories. This battle theme reminds me a lot of the Magus battle theme from Chrono Trigger. Bing, boom. Cool, I can do this on the PC now. There
And now one of us must journey to the dark to wake those that still dwell in the light. Let the sound of our blades ring forth to Gustaberg and to Volker's ears. You need not hold back. I am prepared to face whatever may come.
And then we fought, apparently. There was a battle. I live, obviously. Ah, fuck, that was too hasty.
Well, in that case, I'm here.
One, two, three, okay. Ramblix. I like his name, Ramblix.
Is this the extent of your power? Why do you hesitate? This will not appease. Huh?
Oh. Well, thanks for waiting for me to fight the guy and then join.
Walker,
I apologize for making you wait.
wait. I waited 20 years.
I want some answers, Zaid. Why are you doing this? Why do you have to play these games? If you want my position so badly, why don't you just come back to Bastok and take it? It's yours.
I will answer your question with another. What has brought you here, Volker? How dare you? You vehemently deny that your success has been a result of your uncle's deeds. However, when you learn of the crime he has committed, you are at a loss for words.
What?
Do not mock me. Do you not realize? You are just another page in the bloody history of the Talekeeper.
You. How can you know the pain that I feel?
And if you cannot find within that pain the answers that you seek, then learn from my blade the true meaning of your pitiful existence.
If it is our destiny, then so be it. And I'm just watching that next by here.
From this point, 20 years ago, our lives took different paths. And this is where those paths are to end.
And then they fought again. I would like to announce that I have finally unlocked the achievement of knowing the perfect way of creating pads for buttons with a 3D pen and TPU. Oh, there you go. Manufacturer level up. So cheers. Hydrate. That's all that's left. Volker and Zaid, yeah. Did I put the thing? Yeah. And after the battle, Zaid.
You have become quite a warrior, Linker.
It is only because this adventurer was with me. Alone, I could not have defeated you.
You finally see. You do not need to fight alone. Others will always be there to...
Zaid.
20 years ago, when my blade met that of the Shadow Lord, I felt his anguish. That anguish forced me into the shadows. However, there I did not find what I sought. It was only then that I realized the answer lay in the light. Well, it is my destiny to remain trapped in the darkness of my soul. Yours is not. Your place is out in the light. And that is why Bastok is better in your hands than mine.
What are you saying? Don't you realize how many people out there are waiting for your return?
They only await my return because they do not have faith in yours. Look behind you, Volker. Look at the worry on their faces. Listen to the story those faces tell.
Oh, look, it's all the Iron Musketeers. Why are you... Captain, it's not fair. Why didn't you tell us you were coming? I would have given anything to go a few rounds with the legendary Dark Knight. And you wonder why you are still a door boy.
Our purpose is not to merely improve our skills as fighters, but to protect and ensure the happiness of the citizens of the Republic. We bring them hope.
Just like Spencer, huh? It is ironic, but it is our duty to create a society where people like Naji are forced to complain about having nothing to pummel. But if we only had something to pummel...
The age of adventurers.
It is an age without heroes, as well as an age where anyone can become one. And an age such as this requires a strong leader to help the people overcome their troubling pasts. You are best suited for that position.
But can I truly lead them?
You are the only one who can. I will now return to the shadows. I look forward to seeing how our country prospers under its leaders. The Galka still await your... If I were to return now, I would destroy everything Goomba has attempted to build. The time for conflict between the Galka and the Humes is over. I ask you to support Goomba in his efforts in bringing our people together.
Zaid, when I have fulfilled my duties, I wish another round with you.
I accept your challenge, but on one condition. That you don't hold back like you did this time.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I should head back to the president's office now. I have a lot of explaining to do. We'll be waiting for you as well, HippyTesla. Woo! We'll just walk back. German name and wrongly spelled German name. Chug some help is. What do you mean wrongly spelled? Oh, the way they spelled Walker? Or Zaid? They do that a lot in Final Fantasy, not just this one. It's, oh, you mean like Zeit? Like Zait? I don't think that was the... I don't think that was the... what they were going for. They do that a lot. They do different cultures, names, but they also swap letters somehow. Sometimes they make them spell different. Zoidberg. Look, there's Zoidberg. Hello, Dr. Zoidberg. I gotta wave this person. Where are you? Zoidberg. That is cool. Someone's multi-boxing, I think. There go all the heroes. Volker is correct. Zaid is Zeit this time. No, I don't think that's I don't think that's Zeit at all. It probably has a different route, I think, but I'm not sure. Please, it's obvious. Back to Metalworks, was it? Yep. You know that like Goomba means mushroom in Hungarian, yeah, but the kid's not a mushroom. Maybe his name is. I'm thinking now. It just hit me today for the first time. Maybe it's supposed to be Gamba, but Goomba just sounds. In my head, it sounds better. It's about stuff, is it not? Reincarnation, memory, etc. Yeah, but I mean for their whole race. Zaid is just one of the Dark Knight. Actually, I don't know what the. Let's check if they have the root of name. Usually they have that, like. Where are you? Etymology and whatnot. Zaid. Hume given name is War Cloud. They all have like Indian names. Walking Bull. Talking Rock. War Cloud. But his like Galka name is Zaid. Rank of number 2. He's a Dark Knight. Yeah, and you get the Dark Knight from him. Battle info. Seems to have TP regain. Can use blood weapon. Cast various absorb spells.
Yeah, they never said what his name is based on. Sometimes some names will be like, is it Zaid pronounced Zaid or Zaid? What? Oh, it's like Cypher and Safer. Aiko and Aiko. Zaid or Zed, maybe? That's what they're asking. Tidus. Zezat. Alright, I walked into a funny thread. Zidane. Zidane? Some people say Zidane. Zaid is the self and the self is Zaid. If going by Japanese pronunciation, it's pronounced in Zaid. Like side with a Z. There you go. Not impossible though. D is the a vocal version of T, so it's possible. Oh, what happened? Goomba is mushroom? Fitting. Shitting. Bull. Dark. Night. Bright. Moon. Which is German again and means drunken ass. Yeah, it's Zeit. Alright, it's Zeit. Fuck it. It's Zeitgeist. Bastok missions. The very last one, I think. Where two paths converge, part 2. No, that was actually pretty snappy, man. The whole, session.
Welcome back from Castle Swal. You may enter.
You were there with me. Again, they left me alone, of course. And all the Mithril Musketeers. Now that you're all here, I have just one question to ask. Why can't you Mithril Musketeers ever follow orders? I thought I told you to bring Zaid back here to Bastok. There you go, I said Zaid. And because you couldn't complete a simple task, what am I left to do? Reinstate this failure of a soldier as a captain? President Cost. I've heard enough. Leave my office. Find something suitable for the adventurer's reward. He's playing a tough guy in front of his subordinates. Do you think the president's mad because of us? You got it backwards, Naji. I haven't seen him this happy in ages. Of course, the man was brimming with fucking happiness.
Ha ha! That man never could show his true feelings.
I thought that we might be punished more severely. Oh, do not worry, sir. Knowing the president, I am sure we will be getting a pay cut or something of the like. A pay cut? Come on, I still have 16 more payments on my loan.
Don't tell me you bought another sword.
I don't know how to thank all of you. I can never be Zaid. I don't have the strength to carry the burdens that he does. However, I have come to realize that there are some things that only I can accomplish. While there are many truths that can be seen while within the boundaries of a nation, there are some things that can only be viewed once one has left their native soil. That is why adventurers such as yourself are of great importance to our country. This is your reward, HippyTesla, and with it, I present to you our nation's highest honor, rank 10. Rank!
I cannot begin to count the number of times I have thanked you for your services, but thank you.
Rank 10! And that's where Bastok stopped developing, the end. Zaid. Zaid or Zaid? Some guys have all the luck. You get a reward. Me, I get a pay cut. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There's a letter for you. Here, you'll know who it's from when you read it. Thanks, Naji.
Dear HippyTesla, do you really like Bastok?
I hated... Oh, it's Cornelia. I hated my country. A country ruled by Gil. A country where people don't care about anyone but themselves. I tried to change it, but with each passing day I came to think that maybe I really was powerless against the system. But recently I've met a lot of different people, and I've come to realize that I'm not as powerless as I thought. And that's why I've decided to listen to the voice of the people and ask them, do you really like Bastok? As a matter of fact, I've already started asking. Here's what they had to say. You sure do ask the strangest things, Cornelia. Well, I haven't had the easiest life here in Bastok, but I don't think I could have pursued my dream anywhere else. It may sound strange, but being in this country gives you the confidence to tell everybody, I'll show you. Of course I am proud to say that I was born and raised here in Bastok. Even though we are surrounded by mounds of desert, I can still get all the ingredients I need for my family's meals. I think that this can only come from the freedom that this nation is built on. Some may criticize our money-hungry ways of merchants and adventurers, but without them, where would Bastok be today? My only trouble is trying to decide what to... You okay, kitty? Wanna hop over? Mila wants. No. She's had enough of my shit. My only trouble is trying to decide what to make for dinner. I'd say that is a fairly carefree life. True that, and especially in the world you live in.
What the hell kind of question is that? How could I like a country where humans have stepped on us Galka for hundreds of years?
The bridge between our people cannot be built in a day, but if we do not try, the spirits of our ancestors can never rest. Everyone knows we must change our ways, but that is often easier said than done.
Love, hate, does it really matter? But when people try to live their lives without taking the rules that have been laid down before them, there are bound to be some problems. I guess that's what you call responsibility. You know that word wasn't used that much by the ancient Galka. Nobody really questioned the responsibility of the Talekeeper, just as no one really questions the responsibility of the gods. If you are going to leave everything up to one person, responsibility is obsolete. However, if you try living in a community... Now, if you too would start taking some responsibility... Hey, you don't have to get that upset.
They're good friends. Freedom! Rank is an insult... is an insult too, you know. No, I didn't know. If I had no feelings for this country, I would probably still be refining my skills in Norg. Oh yeah, she came from Norg. But I feel that it is my duty to protect this nation. It may sound simple, but it is what drives me.
I just wanted a place where I could conduct my experiments. I never thought they would make me so important. Haha! The only thing I need out of life is the opportunity to give something back to the people.
Not sure. I like Bastok. Where else could a guy like me become a musketeer? This is the land of opportunity. Now, if they would just cut back my hours and give me a raise, I could be the star of hope for all the little children in the nation. As long as the enemy lurks on the outside, the battles to defend this nation must continue. And as long as the battle continues, the work for officials such as myself will never end. I do not think that we shall ever see a perfect Bastok, but that does not mean we should stop trying to build one.
The day one can speak their true feelings for one's country is the day he realizes his true role there. With Sir Zaid away, I never stopped to think about what my role was. Hold on. But now that I have finally come to see what I must do, and I feel a step closer to being able to speak my true feelings about Bastok.
What is that supposed to mean? Now stop asking foolish questions and get back to your room and study. Okay, Dad. I love this country from the bottom of my heart, sharing the pain and the joy.
Denying pain and forcing it on another can only cause more pain, and joy will never be achieved. The pain that I have suffered is the pain of all the citizens of Bastok, and I will continue my struggle until that pain has turned to happiness. As for me, well, I don't know if I can answer that yet, but I do know this. There is a lot more of this country that I want to learn about. And maybe someday I can become somebody who will represent the people and bring change to Bastok. Maybe I'll even become... Wait, I'll leave that a secret. Just look at Captain Volker. Compared to his uncle, he's accomplished so much. I mean, yeah, he didn't stab his best friend in the gut, well, his teammate in the gut, and betrayed his country and the whole world and brought about the rise of Satan. Yes, you can say he has accomplished so much. If he could do it. I apologize for my rambling. I want to thank you again for all you have done. Fighting for our nation, defeating the Shadow Lord, your accomplishments have benefited Bastok so much. However, in addition, you have given us something more important. You have taught us about what we were lacking. I now know the importance of sharing our joy as well as our pain, and I will work hard to make sure I never forget. Until we meet again, HippyTesla, Cornelia. That was a very good ending to a very long story. Cornelia, by the way, is the name of the very first kingdom. No, the princess from the first Final Fantasy 1. Yeah, Final Fantasy 1. Her name was Cornelia. That's a nod to that. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. I get Goomba now. He's like a gumball because he stretches 200 years through time and he says, bah, to his fate of leading and teaching his people. Gesundheit, do you mute, sneeze, or uncontrollably yawn? No, I cough. I cough from doing all these voices, and then sometimes I have to cough. The town is called Cornelia. Cornelia, I believe her name is Sarah. Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, what was Alexandria then? The country? I thought the town was Alexandria. Yeah, I think you're right. Princess was Sarah. Hey, Rido. I think the first town was... Because I played the Final Fantasy IX as well recently. Well, still playing it for the third, fourth time. And they named the kingdom Alexandria there. And the princess Garnet. Hold on a second. I really want to remember, man. I haven't played Final Fantasy 1 since 2018, at least. 2018, I think, the last time I played. Yeah, Final Fantasy 9, sure, but where's the one from Final Fantasy 1? Oh shit, hide that bullshit. Etymology, there you go. Gallery. Maybe more about it. Yeah, I think Rido was on the money there. Blah, blah, blah. I love the art of FF9. I could just... You know what I should do? Fuck. I'm expecting some links here, but... There you go. Cornelia, Princess Sarah, but what was Alexandria then?
Ah, I was wrong. It wasn't in Final Fantasy 1 at all. Okay. Town of Fravolka, okay. I guess it was only... Hold on a second. Really? So they didn't name it in FF9 after this one?
Thank you.
Thank you, whoever that is. Hold on a sec. Oh, it was literally named after Alexander the Great in English? After the Alexandria. But hold on a minute, hold on. Final Fantasy IX is basically a remake of the first game. In a way. So hold on, I don't know, there was something there. Alexandria, Cornelia, never mind. It's not what I thought it was anyway. Hold on a second. Alexandria is FF9. Yeah, it is FF9, but I mean, a lot of stuff with FF9 is an homage to something in the first 6 games. A lot of it comes from Final Fantasy 1, 5, 4, 2 as well. For instance, like there's the whole musical themes and dungeon names, and Garland is there. I mean, in different line, yeah. But that's I don't know how I had it in my head that the town in the first game was Alexandria. Well, when you play all 20 Final Fantasies, it's bound to happen, huh? Cornelia actually makes sense for a town. Hi, Raito. I already said that. It's FF9, Hippie. Yeah, I know. Alexander is the Aeon. The summon? Yeah, I mean, but that's not what I mean. Never mind. I was mistaken. Welcome, Raito. How you doing, man? What did I see you play? Something that I remember very interesting.
No! Wait, I'm still alive. Wait, I'm still alive. What? I'm still alive?
You crystallized that asshole.
Okay.
I don't know where Luca went. She just disappeared. Probably family stuff. I have to do here everything myself. Fucking fuck. There you go. Oh, you're welcome, Raito. Good to see you, man. Hope your day is going good. Punch Out. But wait, I've seen you play... No, that's why actually when I logged into Discord. A game that... Oh, fuck. At the end of the day, don't even fucking try. Me will be good. Welcome, Raito. I can't remember what I saw you play. I was like, oh, really? So, favorites? Not even... Nah, I'm just gonna go home. That's it for me. Current region, mines, number 2. Sure, you did. You streamed that recently. What did you play today? Something today, I think, when I was preparing the stream. Actually, I mean, Discord is pretty good for spying on people, apparently. It started telling me, you didn't stream. No, I didn't mean you streamed. You streamed? Now I'm modifying the language. Stop me before it's too late. You didn't stream. I didn't mean you streamed. It was just... Maybe it tells me, actually. Because, you know, like Discord is, oh, look, your friend is playing the game. I'm like, wow, thank you. That shouldn't be on the homepage, but okay. Oh, fuck. Oh. Alright, I just saw your messages. Terraria, there you go. Terraria, I love Terraria. That's what I meant. Quite a few bugs that can ruin the fun. The second two, okay. Huh. So they never patched that thing out of Diablo 2, as you're telling me. Didn't they have like the last classic Diablo 2 patch came out in 2015 or something crazy like that? Only Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So like when you have time, huh? Yeah, I love Terraria, man. That's what I saw. I was like, oh, that's cool. I played it on the Xbox 360. I played it mostly on PC because, let's face it, it's kind of easiest version to play. And then And then I played it on Xbox One. But I know that the game has changed a lot since I last played. I played it crazily in the 2015, 2016 era. And I cooled down by 2019, so I haven't been in there for a while. I mean, Terraria sucks with all their wannabe additions with achievements where you could have just done those without the patch. See, I don't you already lost me. That's how long I haven't played. I started playing when the game had like a couple of bosses, and then they just kept adding and adding. The Diablo 2 patch they did was only the Iron Maiden change. That's what I remember. Huh. Well, I don't know what it means, the Iron Maiden change. But I believe you. Hello, Moogle, sir. Do I have anything in mail? No. Well, fuck you too, buddy. I planted all the cacti. I did, right? I'm thinking what other loose ends I could tie. But I guess that's it for today. We did the Bastok storyline. I'm very happy about it. We're gonna do Rise of the Xylert storyline at some point when I feel like it. Cutscenes like this only. And I'm about to finish Chains of Formatia. I think I have a couple more missions and the final boss. It's just I've been doing everything else when I do play this game. Or I do log in once a day just to do the garden when I remember. Oh shit, I forgot. You know what I forgot to do? Yeah. I usually put the wallpaper of the game, but now it's Baldur's Gate even though we're playing Final Fantasy. Alrighty. Back then, Iron Maiden could have been cast by enemies, especially in Act 4. And if you hit one enemy when you have Iron Maiden on you, you're dead. 800% of damage received. I don't know that's a spell, huh? Remember, I played Diablo 2 way less. Even though I played Diablo 2 first, I played the first one. It's just, I don't think it's feasible to measure how much more I played it. So I beat it, the first one, at least 2 times. In shorter span of time, but still played it more. Necromancer ability. Oh, the class I started. That's the Necromancer is the reason why I stopped playing Diablo. We both stopped playing Diablo 2 because I was like, oh, I want to be a Necromancer. I was like, Paladin, Necromancer, let's be a Necromancer. Holy shit, I have no idea what's happening most of the time. I raise like 20 golems and zombies and shit, and the screen is just like, well, like, Sasha, where are you? They do the job, all right. I just stand there and watch them fight. Probably should have picked a different class. I feel like Necromancer is more for beginners, for people who are not as versed in RPGs in general, let alone, action / hack and slash RPGs. But I'd like to finish it. They made it so that Doom Knights cannot cast it anymore. That's all they changed with it. Oh, okay. Wait, you're ending? Yeah, I mean, I've done what I wanted to do today from the session. So that's loose end number 1 tied. Loose end number 2 will come in the form of Tormented Souls, which we started back in October. We'll finish that. That's going to be the next 2 or 3 days. So maybe till the end of this week. Then after that, we'll finish the expansions for Resident Evil 7, Biohazard. Then after that, we'll play through Resident Evil 2 Remake, 3 Remake, and Village. And then all the loose ends have been tied and dumped in the river. And then we'll go back. By then, the studio should be done, and I should be able to have all my consoles be like, play this. Done. Oh, well, sorry to make you sad, buddy. You did keep me entertained today, thank you. Me and my 2 brain cells that came to work today. The rest are having a day off. So thank you for that, Carter. Also, the memory of my Serbian teacher. Alrighty, guys, let's see what's happening elsewhere. What is happening tonight? Oh, there you go. Popcorn Cannon is popping. Oh no! Bounding Gray streaming Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles. It's not the best of segues from Final Fantasy 11 to the world of Final Fantasy 12, but it's my granny, and you are gonna respect my granny. By God, you will. Let's raid Bounty. God, I want to play this game. Alrighty, so. But I was half looking because it was 3D doodling. I could have fooled me if you wanted. You pissed some picture. Alrighty, Officer. What was his name? Crabtree, something like that. Good morning to you too. Alrighty, guys, say hello to Bounty. Enjoy Final Fantasy Tactics. I would so like to play that someday. And be well. Tomorrow we're continuing Tormented Souls. And onwards and onwards. Yeah, be well. See you tomorrow. Bye now. Bye. Thank you for being here, Raito. Thank you. Bye-bye.